One of the key benefits to designing assemblies in SOLIDWORKS is the ability to spot errors before your designs are manufactured. In this example, we'll take a look at interference detection, a useful tool that will help you identify where your components might not fit together properly. The interference detection tool is launched by clicking the interference detection icon in the assembly toolbar or from the Tools drop-down menu. Here in the Property Manager, you can see that by default, SOLIDWORKS has listed the name of my assembly. If I click the Calculate button now, SOLIDWORKS will inspect the entire assembly for fit errors. I'm going to clear this selection by right-clicking and picking Clear Selections. Instead of analyzing the entire assembly, it's sometimes more efficient to analyze small sections at a time, especially if you're working on a complicated assembly with many parts. This reduces the number crunching that SOLIDWORKS has to do, making the inspection quick, and also keeps the results easy for you to review. I'll start by selecting these two parts, and click Calculate to run the interference detection. SOLIDWORKS reports any interferences found in this box here. If this box is unchecked, then a list of all the interferences are displayed by the interference itself, and clicking on the plus will display the two components involved in the interference. To see the interference, click on it, and the interference area highlights. By checking this box, the interferences are displayed by the part. This can be helpful if you would like to make sure that a specific component does not have any interference. Let me clear these components from the list and run the analysis once more, this time using the entire assembly. To select the entire assembly, I must use the Feature Manager tree, whereas individual components can be selected from both the Feature Manager tree and the graphics window. A few more interferences were found that I did not expect. Down here in the Property Manager are a couple of nice options to help you see the interfering areas more clearly. The first one is this option here to make interfering parts transparent. Notice the difference in the display when I select this option. Also, I can tell SOLIDWORKS how to handle components that are not interfering. I like to leave this option on hidden because it gives me a nice, clear understanding of what components are involved. Pick whatever option works for you, or you can dynamically change this after you've done your check. Finally, you might have situations where you do want an interference, perhaps for a press fit. To ignore an interference, simply select it in the Interferences list and click Ignore, or right-click on the interference and from the menu, select Ignore. This checkbox will either display or hide ignore interferences in the assembly. To unignore a specific interference, right-click on it and select Unignore, or click on it and Unignore becomes available on this button. Once interferences have been found in an assembly, it's up to you as a designer to decide what changes need to be made. Remember to run one last check after making your design changes, just to make sure that you've taken care of any problems.